Okay, well, it looks like I made a mistake. It happens. I don't know why. I wasn't recording our entire conversation, which is fine. It's too bad, really, because I really would have liked to have listened to how it happened. Because, hey, we're part of history, you and I, as is everybody else who decides, hey, I'd like to get involved in this. I have something to bring to this. I'm not sure I agree with everything that Marcel, says about how the thing should work. I think I have some better ideas. Great. Let's go for it. We don't have a central organizing committee. We probably will, over time, have to develop certain specific administrative functions, because we want to be able to provide an infrastructure. So in order to do it, we've got to make decisions. People have to be involved in that, but we don't have to all do it. Say the kind of people who like this sort of thing, the control freaks. I happen not to be a control freak. In fact, I get very bored with my own ideas after a while. I'm terrible. I'm not the person to run OHAMC Radio. I get the sense from talking with you, Junggeed. I'm using your name, Junggeed. I mean, this is you have well, this is a public thing, so, well, I'm not going to say anything more about it. I'm not even going to spell it. Junggeed. That's your name for the now. I know that's not the name you're going to give. It's kind of funny that I made that whole big point of writing my name on the notebook instead of, because you asked me my name and I told you Marcel, and then I was feeling bad because I'm saying, wait a minute, we're sitting next to each other. I can give you my real name. I'm not afraid of that you know my real name. And actually, because of our time together, I'm not very afraid that even if you knew where I lived, even if you had my bank account number, I'm not very worried about you, because I have a basically positive sense as to what kind of human being you are. And I don't give my bank account number to anybody, including, my kids. My wife and I are the only two who know that sort of thing. And any business people that have a real reason, like the bank itself, But I'm not afraid of telling you specific things. But on the internet, and now I'm recording, and anybody can listen, and even more importantly, there might be a permanent trace of this. It might be stored somewhere. And whereas right now, what kind of software is being put out there to search for, do the kind of work that Agents Smith do, or those other, the machines that actually go searching for vermin. Vermin being in the Matrix, vermin being the ships that the people who are, what's his name? The black guy with the sunglasses. I'm terrible with these names. But anyway, I was really good to meet you, and we had a good long talk, and I'm actually glad, in one sense I'm glad I didn't record, because if I had recorded, I would have been tempted to just go ahead and play the recording. But I do realize that I didn't ask your permission, and I would rather ask your permission. I'd rather, in the future, that that, well, when we talk, I might put what we did on my YouTube channel. And you probably have already figured that out, but I would really want to be explicit, and so I'm glad. then I'm not even tempted to put our discussion out. It would have been a lot easier, although this is easy enough. I'm sitting here looking in this beautiful square in lower midtown Manhattan. Not that it really matters where. I do take things to extreme. I'm an extremist by nature, but only in moderation. I believe in excess in moderation. I don't believe moderation in excess. I don't think that's good at all. I think we should live in the borderlands and occasionally find ourselves on the wrong side of the border and realize, uh-oh, better run back quickly or hide until the coast is clear and then kind of slink back because, uh-oh, now I know how far I could go. I went a little too far. Now I know just how far I can go because I went too far. But if we err on the other side, if we say, oh, I don't want to cross that boundary because I might get slapped or I might get into a bit of trouble. Well, if that's the attitude we take, how do we know what the boundary is? How do we know if we're snug up against it or if it's in fact not over the next hill and down through the next valley, but maybe it's 1,500 miles away is the real boundary. We don't know. How do we know? And do we know because other people tell us, oh no, don't do that, because they're afraid to do it, or because they were told, or because they've come to the conclusion that that's a boundary to not be crossed? I mean, sometimes, listening to other people and their reasoning is a good thing. I do not suggest being arrogant about it. Pay attention, listen. But if people do not present compelling evidence as to that in fact is a boundary past which you really had better not go, if they're just saying, oh no, don't go there, well, I'm sorry, I need to find out for myself, because after all, it's my life, it's my set of skills, it's my ability to lie low when I need to, or to run like hell if I need to, or stand up and fight, or bluff if I need to. I mean, that's who I am. I'm as good at those things as I am. And therefore, I put that into my calculations when I decide just how far I feel I am ready to go at this point.